about comics. Let's talk about comics. Let's talk about comics. Let's talk about comics.
Harambe YouTube, it is Charles here, and today I want to talk about the Red Sonja New Year special from 2025 Dynamite Comics. I meant to review this a little bit earlier, but it is still January, and even though I got to it later than I expected, I really enjoyed it, and I think that it is a great introduction to the character of Red Sonja. We have a lot of her signature characteristics and tropes that you find throughout Red Sonja lore covered in one compact story. And I say compact because it is a short story, and the price tag on the back is $5.99. It may have been more. Let's see if that is the alternate cover. Okay, so to be fair, I did pick up an alternate cover that likely had a slightly inflated price, but it is what it is. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, not just for the new year, but it's a story. You meet Red Sonja, as you often do, as she's traveling village to village. Really a mercenary type character, and she's approached at a tavern by these villagers who need her to be their champion to take on this monster that's terrorizing their village. And one thing about this, I'll say the art stands out because it's more of a stark black and white. And you see black and white, occasional brown tones, occasional green. But what it does is it really makes Red Sonja stand out in this dark environment because of her red hair, her signature red hair. So I like what they did here. It's almost like one of those black, white, and red series that they've done in the past. But it's not so much an official thing. I think what they really want to do is emphasize the snow and desolation by using very limited coloration, and I think they achieved that. Now, on the way to the village, one thing I've noticed about the writing that is clever is that these villagers are very sparse with the information they give her. They don't really tell her any specifics about the monster, about the village, about what's going on. They fire with alcohol the night before and promise her riches when she gets to the village. And she's trying to figure out, well, how many monsters are there? How big are these things? How do you expect me, one person, to be able to stand up against these things? And these villagers placate her ego, saying, well, we make deals, and when we know that you are the person that can handle these things, and they change the subject, and they're being very shady. And it's something I picked up on, nuance that was subtle. I picked up on it, but it's not so. It's not written to where somebody, like, you will be surprised by the twist if you're not looking for it. And on the way, they find that they're being stalked by these giant monster cat things. And the villagers are surprised because they made dealings with these cats to not be attacked. But the cats, they figured that the cats have sussed out Red Sonja and have decided to prey on her. And what she does is she takes one of the bows from the villagers, and she actually, instead of aiming at the cat, she aims at something, at the villager, really. But then you find out that the arrow was destined for something behind the villager, which was the bear. And in essence, Red Sonja killed the bear as an offering to the cats, to these felines here. And so they gain passage that way. And this is a little bit more spoiler heavy, but like I said, it's a short story. It's a special edition. She gets to the village, and as I suspected, it was a double cross. They poison her ale, and she finds out that she is set to be the offering as part of this village's dealings with these giants. They must sacrifice a redhead every so often, and so they lured her to be a sacrifice to the giants, but Little did they know, or the Giants, that Red Sonja is not your average redhead or person per se, and she escapes the clutches of the Giants and lays waste to them, and of course makes her. And during the course of her escape, we find that the cats that she made the deal with earlier, the big cats, have come to her aid in toppling the Giants. And next page, she heads back to the village with these cats. And yeah, let's just say the villagers will not be sacrificing any redheads ever again. And I, like I said, I didn't like the length of the story. It was a very quick read, a very short read for the price. But overall, I think it was a very well-structured one-shot that really introduces you to the character of Red Sonja, all of her attributes, her prowess, her, love of partying and revelry, but at the same time, she has a moral code. And if you are true to her, she will be the truest to you, but if you double-cross her, it's game over. So I highly recommend it. Red Sonja, New Year's Special 2025 from Dynamite Comics. Get it at your local comic book shop. And I will see you guys with more comic book reviews and action figure unboxings for the year of 2026. So stay tuned. And I'll see you next time. Until then, keep reading them books. I'm out.